The absolute worst thing that happened on Love Island last night was Nicole's makeup. I don't know how her friends allowed this to happen. It was so bad. Like, she's going to feel like shit when she sees these clips. Love Island UK, and it was decision time after Casa Amor. I was devastated for Mosiah when Grace walked in with Blade. I can't stand his attitude. I think he's rude. I think he's ignorant. And at first, I wanted Grace to walk in with him so that Joey would be a bit jealous. But he's just not a nice person, and I think she's made a massive mistake. I've been a fan of Sean since the start, even though he's a bit cringy. But when he totally palmed off Diamante and he chose to stick with Matilda, I momentarily felt bad for Diamante. But then at the end, when she laughed right in his face, I thought she's an absolute fucking houk and she gets what she deserves. As suspected, Trey recoupled and Jess recoupled with Hugo. But then when Jess walked in with Hugo, Trey's face was absolutely tripping him. And I thought, did he think that he was going to be in the main villa getting to know other people and Jess was going to be over there pining after him? What's his issue? Kieran and Nicole recoupled. It was such a cute moment, right? She walked in and he was like, oh, I wanted to wear black because I knew she was going to wear black, right? And the moment was completely wasted when you seen Nicole's face. Why did her friends allow her to walk out like this? And I've seen people saying, oh, she had sunburn on her nose. But when I was recording this, my phone was colour correcting this. But on my screen when I was watching it, she had bronzer all down here, like actual lines of blusher, lines of bronzer, and like triangles, a highlighter. And it was so bad. There was a girl on Love Island USA who had a similar problem to this. Sydney was a stunning girl, but this is actually a good picture of what her makeup looked like. But she had straight lines as if she was trying to figure out where her bronzer was meant to go, and as if she was holding a ruler up and like putting it on. And she'd have all these lines and then big massive white triangles, and it was not blended in at all on her head. Every time I seen her, I thought, can nobody else see this? What's going on? Heavy makeup is supposed to look good on camera and look like shit in real life, so fuck knows what she looked like. I didn't watch the after show and I don't listen to the podcast or anything, but I wonder if anybody's going to mention this or if they're just going to let it go. But I'm sure she's going to watch this back and she's going to see what she looked like and she's going to be sitting like, why did nobody say anything? Uma returned to the house and she was absolutely stunning. But she walked in and she was so happy and she's like, yay, right? And I was like, oh my God. When she finds out that he's been kissing Lucy, she is going to fucking lose the plot, right? But then what made it worse for me was when Maya asked Lucy how she was feeling, she totally played it down. She was like, oh, fine, I think we were both confused. We had a bit of a kiss and a cuddle. Maybe she just didn't want to hurt Uma's feelings, right? And that's fair enough. But I'd have just told her straight. Like, he was telling me that he wasn't sure about yous, we were kissing and cuddling in bed and all that, but she literally just made out as if, oh, it was just a wee kiss and cuddle, which it was not. So Uma was obviously raging and visibly upset. Diamante had the fucking audacity to laugh in her face, and good for Jess for saying something. Jess sat there and says, well, it's not really funny, is it? You can see that she's upset. And then Diamante was like, oh, Jess, don't even start, you're one to talk. Uma and Jess stayed totally calm. I don't know where these girls get their inner strength, right? But I'd have been like, Diamante, not even a diamond, not even a Swarovski crystal, a fucking cheap-ass alternative. Fucking sit your ass down and shut your fucking mouth, bitch. Honest to fuck, man, I'd have knocked her straight out. I felt sorry for her when Sean panned her off, but do you know what? She deserves it. She's an absolute fucking bitch. Joey's standing there kidding on he's nervous, kidding on he's afraid that Jessie's going to walk in with somebody else. Absolutely is just playing a game. He just wants to win the show. That's the only reason he's there. He's not got one interest in Jessie or any of the lasses in there. He's a fucking narcissist. Can't be bothered with him. Skis Bag Io recoupled, and as we discussed in a previous video, were him and Jess even doing anything wrong? That's for you to decide. It really depends on what you think of the situation. However, Mimi walked in, stone-faced, right? Didn't cry, didn't react. Fucking cool as a cucumber. You know that inside she's upset, she's hurt, she's raging. She managed to stand there and I thought, how is she doing? Even I was greeting. And I don't even like him. I'm thinking, how is she doing this? I don't know where Ayo gets the balls, right? But he pulled her for a chat, and if it had been me, I'd have says, you've made your decision, I don't want to speak to you, thanks. I don't know if the producers make them talk for the viewers or whatever, or for the drama, but I could not have sat there and spoke to him. He had the fucking cheek to sit and say, oh, how are you doing? And she's like, alright, you? And he says, not really. Not really. You're not alright. I just walked in here on my own and you're sitting there with somebody else and it's all couples and just me and Moan and you're not alright? Are you having a fucking laugh? To make matters worse, Jess was sitting looking over and she started greeting. Like she knew what she was getting into and she's got a cheek to sit there and make it about herself. I didn't think that Jess had done anything wrong, right? She went in there to find somebody and that's what she done. He was the one who pursued her, even though he says to Mimi that he didn't like pursue anything. He was the one who took her into the hideaway. He was the one who wanted to kiss her. He was the one who was chasing after her. But Jess actually sat there and started greeting and I was like, oh, fuck off, hen. Actually, fuck off. Nobody cares. Fucking dry your crocodile tears. I've said from the start that Mimi's too good for Ayo anyway. But he sits there and he goes, oh, just because this has happened, it doesn't mean that it's not meant anything. And she says, well, to me, that's what it means. And he's like, oh, how so? And I thought, the guy's not got fucking two brain cells to rub together. If he did, he'd be a danger to society. Fucking get rid of him. She can do better. She's absolutely stunning. And he, oh, honest to God, man, him and Joey are like fucking two peas in a pod. I don't even know now if Mimi is going to get a chance to pair up with somebody else. I don't think they bring in anybody else after Casa Amor. But they've changed the format of the show so much, I don't even know what's going on these days. I really hope that more bombshells do come in or they get a chance to meet other people because I would really like Mimi and Uma to couple up with somebody else. Let me know what you think of last night's show in the comments and I'll see you tomorrow.